Today we are comparing two really small travel drones. Both of these are completely different, but they're also really good in their own way. So the HoverAir X1 versus the DJI Mini 4 Pro. Let's get into it. So if you look at the size of it, first of all, the DJI Mini 4 Pro, the drone is really small and compact, but you're also going to need the controller as well to fly this. So I would recommend getting the RC2 with a built-in screen, the antennas on the top, so this makes the whole flying experience much better. But as you can see, this setup, although it's really small, it's not exactly pocketable, and if you want to take more batteries, the whole setup is going to be kind of like this. You're going to have to put this in a small bag. Now if you look at the HoverAir X1, you don't actually need a remote control to fly that. All you need is a pocket. This fits easily in your pocket and folds outwards. And then if you want to take some extra batteries with you, they also easily fit in your pocket. You don't need a remote control to fly this. If you want to fly this remotely via yourself, you can actually fly this on your phone via the HoverAir X1 app. The whole point of this is that this drone is something what you want to take with you all the time, can fit easily in your pocket, then you just fold it out, it takes off automatically and you can get the shots. Once you've finished, put it away, put it back in your pocket, and away you go. So as you'll shortly see, whilst the Mini 4 Pro is a lot better in quality, it isn't exactly pocketable anymore because of this quite big controller. This is quite a difference when you think that whole setup compared to just this. Now the Mini 4 Pro destroys the HoverAir X1 on features. The Mini 4 Pro is a cinematic drone that you can take anywhere with you around the world. You can fly this yourself without remote control. You're going to get 4K quality, and you can not only take videos, photos, but you also have really good tracking. You have master shots, hyperlapse. Everything is built into that drone. It's going to give you a lot more features. Whereas the HoverAir X1, so this is a drone that you can just literally fold out. You can take it off from your palm, and then it's going to actually get shots of you or a small group in your location. You're not too fussed about actually flying this far away and getting shots of the landscape. Think of this as the drone that's going to take photos and videos of just you. So this actually has really good tracking built into it, and they make it really easy to actually get set up really quick. So say I've come to this location now, turn the drone on. All I need to do is actually put the drone on my palm, press this button,
standard, follow,
and the drone will then take off automatically on my palm. And then all I have to do then is just walk around, and the drone will actually follow me as I walk. It automatically records, so I can walk up here now, and the drone is tracking me, and it's also getting a good shot of this location. And then all I need to do to actually stop this drone is to put my palm out, and the drone will automatically land. So it actually makes getting shots, active track shots, tracking you in that location really straightforward using the HoverAir X1. Now the Mini 4 Pro also has automatic tracking as well. You do need to have the controller with you though, so you're going to have to keep this in your hand. It's not going to be as easy and fluid just as the HoverAir X1 is, but you'll see that the quality is also a lot better as well. So I'll just take this off in front of me and then we'll get the tracking activated. So actual sound wise, the Mini 4 Pro is really quiet, just like the HoverAir X1. I'd say the HoverAir X1 is a little bit quieter, just because it's smaller. The propellers are much smaller as well, but the Mini 4 Pro, you're going to see the difference now. So all I'm going to do with the controller is actually drag a box around me so it can see me now. I'm going to hit active shots and I'm going to hit manual. So I'm going to have the drone so it's behind me. I'm going to hit record, and then as I walk now up here, the drone will follow me from behind, and I can see on the controller what the drone can see. So the tracking is so much better. You can track you, cars, boats, bikes. The tracking is so good now on here. And also on this dial here, you can actually have it tracking you from far back or close by. You're in like a complete control. Now on the HoverAir X1 app, it actually gives you the options on here to actually go through and change some of these custom settings. So each time you press this button on the top, it will do different things. So I just had it doing follow, but you can also get it to do orbits, you can get it to do bird's eye shots, all from pressing this. And these are completely customizable within the app. So say I want to actually go to the custom button now, and I'm going to change that from smart control to dolly track. This will get more of a parallel tracking shot of me as I walk. It also has a zoom out function, so I can just hit go again on zoom out. It's going to now zoom out at 30 feet. So again, it's like location based shooting. So it's now just in front of me, and now it's zooming out on its own. So away it goes, and it's now getting a video shot of me again in this location. So it's really handy for getting shots wherever you are. So I'm not using this for filming all the trees around me. It's basically filming me. And then all I need to do is put my hand out again, and the drone will automatically land on it. Fold that away, put it in my pocket, and I've got the shots. Now again, I can move to different things. So I've got follow mode, which I just showed you, but I can also do a bird's eye shot as well. So I can have the drone in my hand, hit the button, and now it's going to go straight up 16 feet and get a shot of me here. So this example here, I've got the drone in follow mode. It's actually keeping up with me as I'm jogging down this path, but I want to actually put it through a bit of a stress test. So I was impressed with the tracking. I think it's the best mode on here, the follow mode. It's actually really hard to actually lose this drone. The tracking's that good. So it's swerving around these obstacles here without any problem. You can just unfold that drone and just get it in this example here, where it's just following you, taking shots, videos and photos of you in any location. But let's now put it through a more of a challenging area. But the good thing about this drone is because the propellers are protected, there is no issue even if it was to hit one of these small twigs. If I was using the Mini 4 Pro, the propellers being on the outside, it probably would have hit one of these twigs and snap the propellers. On the HoverAir X1, you have a lot more confidence in tricky environments like this. But you can see it's actually keeping me centered in that frame all the time. It's swerving around all of these obstacles really easily. The tracking on here for the size of the drone, considering it's got no obstacle avoidance sensors, is super impressive. And just look here as it's going through this really tight gap, keeping me centered, no problem at all. Really good. Now the Mini 4 Pro also, its big advantage is it actually has obstacle avoidance sensors on it. So as it's flying, it's detecting obstacles all around it. And then if it spots one, it will actually bypass it and go around. Whereas on the HoverAir X1, it doesn't have any obstacle avoidance sensors. Now the propellers on the X1 are actually protected because they're inside of this like really rubbery plastic material. So if it hits something, it's not going to do hardly any damage at all. Whereas on the Mini 4 Pro, the propellers are on the outside. So if that hits something, it's going to snap the propellers and you're going to have to change them. Now, if we look at the video quality on both, the Mini 4 Pro is much better in video quality. 4K here up to 60, you can do slow-mo up to 100 FPS, whereas the HoverAir X1 is 2.7K and 1080p in vertical. So video quality, it's not going to match at all, but again, I don't think it's trying to compete with that Mini 4 Pro. It's trying to be its own drone altogether. This is a small, compact drone that you just fit in your pocket. Whereas this is the drone where you want to actually get the very best out of your drone, the best in terms of quality. You're prepared to actually take more things with you, have that control yourself with the controller. This is basically going to do everything, whereas the HoverAir X1, it's your personal drone for just getting video shots of you or your group. So the video quality on the Mini 4 Pro is much better. You've also got the obstacle avoidance sensors, and then I've also have a lot more freedom. So I've got a low shot here where I'm just low to these trees, but also really easily I can just go straight up, and you can see how responsive the drone is. Straight up above these trees. I can also point that gimbal down. So for actual control, you have a lot more control flying this drone cinematically. Now you can actually fly the HoverAir X1 with your mobile phone. Now the experience is okay, it's not brilliant, it's not like having a dedicated controller, but if you need to, you can actually do this. But the main reason you're going to be using the HoverAir X1 is for the tracking capability. So I'll show you just how it works now. So if we actually take off, so it's going to take off in front of me here. And now what I can do is I can actually move the drone around from my phone. So now it's filming me, so I can see it. And if I want to, I can fly it forwards from my phone, pretty close, fly it backwards. What is a bit weird is that you can't use your phone in horizontal mode. It's like this. And let's say we'll fly it towards this tree here. So it's not the fastest, but I do have full control. So I can actually fly the drone. I can point the gimbal up and down. And if I want to go forwards, I can fly this forwards now. And it's just going to hopefully avoid the tree. Oh, it actually hits the tree a little bit. Now if I wanted to as well, I could get this lined up and I can stop that recording and go to photo, and I can get it to take a photo of me here holding my phone. But it actually counts down as well. So when you're taking a photo, you can actually just look, because it counts down from 3, 2, 1. So it's a good time to talk about battery life. On the HoverAir X1, the battery life is about 10 minutes. So it's okay, it's not brilliant, but you do get these extra batteries with it as well. So you can take these easily in your pockets, and then you're going to have about 30 minutes in total of battery life. And then you can actually charge these batteries really quick. So on the go, you can charge this via USB-C. On the Mini 4 Pro, the battery life, they say it's 34 minutes, but it's going to be around about 20 minutes of flight time. Now the Mini 4 Pro batteries are a lot bigger, but you're going to get more battery life. So Mini 4 Pro battery, HoverAir X1 battery. So the Mini 4 Pro batteries are definitely chunkier. So two really good drones there, the HoverAir X1 and the Mini 4 Pro. I think both of these are completely different. They're not fighting and competing against each other. They're unique in their own way. The HoverAir X1 is that drone where you just want to actually have something with you all the time. It can fold up really easily. The propellers are fully protected, and just take with you to actually get videos and photos in the location that you're in. You might be with a group, you just want to use this as a selfie drone. It's also really good at tracking as well. That's its main advantages. Now the Mini 4 Pro is bigger, it's also more expensive, but this drone is going to be your cinematic drone for getting high quality videos and photos, being able to do master shots, hyperlapses, all the different intelligent flight features built into this. So overall, this is like everything you could want, whereas this is like your personal selfie drone, but also a much, much smaller size. Now which one to get? The Mini 4 Pro is the better drone, much better in quality. It's also more expensive though as well when we look at the price of these. But I think it's also great if you can to have both of these. So you've got the Mini 4 Pro, which is going to give you all of the different features and everything packed into this to get the very best in terms of quality. But for solo adventures, or you might be riding your bike, going for a jog, having a drone like this with you that you can easily fit in your pocket is a huge advantage. It means you're not going to then miss out on that shot. Taking that Mini 4 Pro, yeah, the quality is going to be better, but you're going to have to take more equipment with you as well. So both of these are fantastic drones. If you want to go and check both of these out, I'm going to link them at the top of the description. Let me know what you think about these. Do you like the HoverAir X1? Do you like the Mini 4 Pro? Which one of these would you buy? I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.